still need to check out Blue Sky. I mean, yeah, I really don't want another platform, but
And probably the only reason it's not as hateful yet is because I don't have as many people that I've encountered. I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, you live. You know, I should just keep this cut and paste because I write the same thing every. Oh, live from the Lair, where the action figures. Lair. From their base on the stair. Beware. Yeah, that's okay. At least it's something different. Host. Okay, but I'm not gonna post that on Solas. That one. 250? Wow.
yeah. According to you,
I know, I'm not really good with numbers, but like, it can't be that.
approximately.
It can't be that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Kristen just mentioned me in a post. I'll click on that. Oh, it's just the same thing as I'm.
Uh-huh.
Ah, I was hoping it was. And I adore my husband, and he's so pretty.
I ain't got time for that right now.
His hair was looking significantly stunning today. Ooh, now I'm accidentally logged in as Saw. You know what? Like, share my story. Oh, they give me power and I use it and abuse it. I don't really, but like, oops, I was just logged in as the wrong thing.
Happy Wednesday indeed, Carrie. And Jack, hello.
I always wonder about that. You know, I throw a couple of hands for a little bit and then someone signs off. Oh, well, I guess I'm not amusing as I thought I would. Which we do. Kristen Jones. Happy Lair Day.
Happy Lair Day. Maybe let a few more eyeballs drift in here.
Another eyeball here today. And not only, still bummed that I never got to see the residents, or haven't gotten to see the residents yet. Speaking of eyeballs,
Was that one that was COVIDed out? Yeah. Yeah.
Never has come back to you all. All right, I'm gonna come back. Hey, Scotland.
Yeah. Hello. I enjoy our worldly gatherings.
As do I.
Let's drop this curtain. Greetings. Happy Wednesday. Oh, I'm gonna move your mouse.
Kristen was going through songs that we haven't played in a little while, and she placed her finger upon this one. And I was like, yeah, we should open with that, because I just stumbled across the Instagram account of the guy who I wrote this about initially, living in New Mexico. His greatest life, as far as I can tell. Like, he has a lot of beautiful shots of food and what appear to be Warhammer figures. That's a good one.
Two
Two
great
punch right there.
tastes.
Yeah. Though it worries me because there's also a lot of photographs taken from the bathroom at work, where he apparently spends a lot of time posting, presumably. So
Huh.
I'm curious. I'm interested. I'm not going to reach
Yeah.
out, but
I wrote the song about you, dude.
yeah. Well, he knows.
Oh, he
It's
knows.
been a long
Okay.
time. It's been
Yeah.
a long time,
Yeah.
and that's okay. We went our separate ways, and that's all right.
Mm-hmm.
He's doing great things that involve food, apparently. Welcome. Happy 250th Lair. Ish, probably. Try the green one, it's been guaranteed to lay your head the way you want it to. I know you're tired of fighting this fight. Well, we'll set it down now, let it sleep. Well, so good to see in shades of gray again. I never seen the reds that you've seen. You rub this into me most every day, but I miss crimson just the same. Try the red one, then you know it stays inside your head. It keeps you warm inside like alcohol. Yeah, I never understood that one all too well. It's just another pill for the common man. There's enough in there to dull down the pain I feel for 3 long days at least. That's enough time for your set of resurrection. Whoever comes to fill your next prescription, they're gonna be a brand new man. You know I step in front of trains just to feel the pain of gravel as I step back at range. These new bullet trains, they got what I got in my mind. Too much speed to get away. I step through the doors again, I heft my axe for the world again. I am armed and armored, flannel toothed and guarded. I set my blade to earth 6 long years ago, and today it's a sin I know to penetrate, and I never stop to get his name. Well, there's enough in there to dull down the noise I fear, keep me from thinking of his face. It ain't enough to get me through those rough spots, but I'm gonna take every pill that I can take. The games of Jersey walls, they got no sense of humor after all playing games of guardrails in the night. And I can't think straight, so I'm just gonna try and so straight, keep my eyes closed through it all. Got one thing left, you know it's guaranteed again to let your blood rest in its tubes. Mixed right with your chemistry, it closes the mind's eye, you'll see. Drives the juices from your head. Seeing with the mind's eye, it's got its price to pay. And closing it has a cost again. If that's not a cost that you think you can meet just quite yet, well, we'll meet again this time next week. I step in front of trains just to feel the pain of gravel as I step back at rain. These no bullet trains, I got what I got in my mind. Too much speed to get away. Got the games of Jersey walks, they got no sense of humor out there. All playing games of guardrails in the night. I can't think straight, so I'm just gonna try and soar straight. Keep my eyes closed to it all. Thank you so much. Debbie, nice to see you out there. Debbie had said she had been, I thought you'd had a regular thing on Wednesdays for a little while. And so I'm so glad to see that you're out and about. Or actually, no, I'm glad to see that you're at home and listening to us. Although maybe that means that you thought you were going to get snowed in or something like that. But it's nice to see your icon.
Yeah. It's cold here.
It is cold. Holy
cold.
crap. I went out to the Sandy Spring Museum today to do a closet exploration. They had many musical devices and things that they needed help identifying it. And it's one of those things where it's like they don't have the knowledge base to even just Google the names of the things. They just don't know what the stuff is. And so I'm identifying things like snakes, not creepy snakes, but audio snakes.
Audio snakes.
And a Behringer mixer that they just didn't know what it was. This is what happens when you fire institutional memory, by the way, or institutional memory
You
leaves.
hire Rob to come tell you
I know,
what
so
the hell is in your closet.
Elon Musk, any second now, he's going to be like, I fired all these people. Could you please identify these nuclear arms? And I'll be like, a little bit out of my bailiwick, ma'am. But anyways, it's neither here nor there. Too soon, my friends. And I found an especially intriguing personal... Oh, I wish I could remember what it was called. Hold on. It's worth my actually reminding myself what this thing was, because it was such a unique, odd, old electronic device.
Is it a Palm Pilot?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, it was a Permapower roving rostrum.
What?
Yeah, I know. So it took me a little while.
Roving
But it was
rostrum.
probably a 1957, 1958 podium that unfolds itself, and you plug in, and there's a speaker built in, but of the era when it's a gold sort of thing in front of the speaker, and a lapel mic, which was a scary sharp piece of metal meant to clip onto your lapels of your manly suit, and a hook for your SM57. Clunk. And it plugs into this thing, and it stands there in front of you. And they didn't even have the word feedback yet in the instruction manual. It was howlback. Which actually should be my new Me cover band.
Yeah.
We are hellback, thank you.
Fascinating.
So this
have they been around that long to have that equipment? Or?
Well, the museum has existed in various forms since, I think, the early 1900s.
Okay.
In various forms. I'm not quite sure where this thing came from. And I don't know that they'll research it or anything like that. But that was the most fascinating part of the closet exploration for me, was finding this absolutely strange
roving
rostrum.
Cool.
Anyways, it's neither here nor there. What I was going to say is that their main entrance was closed because they're under construction. So I had to go sort of a long way around to the side. And oh my God, yes, dear, it was freaking cold. Slipping all this ice. They've got the construction going, which involves some water flow and stuff. And just sheets of ice through the main parking lot. So Rob has been skittering. left undone, the chord fragmented, left unsung. City born and city bred, looks like I'm dying, that's no suburban death. The rats are mutter and the rudder and the gutter, the rush, the space home. As a beast of burden, I can carry my weight. Maybe I hug too hard. Back in the woods on a woodlot trail, working hard like an animal should be. Write my songs in a backwoods bedroom. I ignore the snore of the clock here, and I'm dead for the past 6 days. That's more than Lazarus ever could claim. Back from the dead now, look at me. I'm as strong as I ever thought I could be. Some people are better off dead. Some people shouldn't try so hard. If they could, then they would, but they can't, so they won't. Send them back where they come from. Send them back where they come from. Don't let them step on what these others now could become. No, no, no. Well, maybe it's the clock here that keeps the blood going. Here, I thought it was my anger or my rage or my father or my sex drive, something. Well, maybe it's the fear of the gear and accompanying arm in the passage of time and age and life, vitality, strife. Maybe it's the blood that keeps the heart pumping. Pump, pump, pump. Some people can't be left behind now that they've tried so hard. Just cause they haven't doesn't mean that they won't. So you know you can rest here. So you know you can rest here. Don't let them bring down the furthest you have become. No, no, no. They think they can break you. Maybe you believe that they can. I know that they tried so fucking hard on me, yeah. But I found that direction I was headed when I took a left turning at the wrong right turn. I spent a year lightheaded, no better credit. Together we will overcome. This isn't what you're here for. You were meant to go somewhere. Never what you were meant to do. You never should have had to deal with all this. This isn't what you're here for. You were meant to go somewhere. Never what you were meant to do. You never should have had to deal with all this. Strain. 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 Left undone, I could have fragmented, but at least it's sung. City born and city bred, looks like I'm dying, that's those suburban death. The rats all mutter in the gutter and the sewer and the rashes, they bred me home. As a beast of bad and I can carry your weight, maybe I can help you home. Help you home. Help you home. It's a song that I wrote back when I was a public school teacher, and I was trying to figure my way forward between students who clearly were like very angry about being in my class and wanted to be someplace else. And I thought, we could arrange something. And other students who clearly needed more support. I traded spaces with my songwriting partner around that time. I was working in the school system and she was selling books. And then I was like, and I quit teaching and went and sold books for a little while and was able to hook her up with a way into the school system. Mm-hmm. And she really thrived there in a way that I just did not.
It's a song called Strain. Another one we haven't played in a while. That's my theme for tonight. My theme, I don't know, Rob's. We'll see what Rob does.
My theme is my mouth is not keeping up with my brain.
Yeah.
But I'm trying. I'm trying. Man, yeah, you got to be a passionate entity to be a teacher, and then they throw all sorts of roadblocks in front of you. Mm-hmm. It is probably, I can think about 3 or 4 jobs that I think are the most important jobs in the universe, and none of them align with the most revered or rewarded jobs in the universe, which seems dramatically unfair. Yeah. Looking at this list that you got.
That's okay. Yeah, my parents were both educators. I did a little bit of it, but went in a different direction. So
I was very fortunate. I stumbled into the teaching position. I had an unfortunate teaching experience that was not strictly my fault. It was a vast failure of administrative tomfuckery, which is totally a word, tomfuckery. And we just don't even have time for that story. Plus, I generally try not to tell that story in an environment where I'm being recorded. That's neither here nor there. But when I was teaching, they had run out of classrooms at the high school that I was teaching at. And so they put me and the art history class that I was teaching in a disused car garage where they had been doing car repair shops. But they'd run out of budget for that, and they still had budget for my art history class. Okay, cool. And after the first time that my tires were slashed, I was able to park my Volkswagen bus in my classroom, and that was really, really cool. I highly recommend that if you are going to teach, you find yourself a school that will let you park your vehicle inside the classroom with you. Yeah. If nothing else, it's a great conversation piece, or you can go have coffee in your car while you're like letting the students test and et cetera. I dismantled many very early cell phones in my classroom at that time. Again, a story that I'm not going to tell to a recorded environment.
You're telling parts of it.
Kristen wrote all these songs to play. They're more than a couple that are about her, so that's cool.
Haven't played them in a while. That's not why I put them on there.
Uh-huh. Dear ear, it's a sweet, sweet moment. The sun rises lingering, keep finding a way to stall this day. Dear ear, how it's a sweet, sweet movement. The birds are straining their sounds to lend some charm to charm city's clouds. The power's out, the lines are down, the words are out. It's gonna be a long, still day anyhow. Yeah, yeah. It's a sweet, sweet moment. The sun's bright and lingering. Keep finding a way to stall this day. Yeah, oh, it's a sweet, sweet movement. I love the curve and the sway. The birds are unnerved and all have escaped. The power's out. The lines are down. The words are out. It's gonna be a long, slow day anyhow. Calendar tells the day and the date, and this old sailor knows just why you gotta wait one more day. Let's stay and wait out this day and date. Keep the world outside. Fridays just gotta wait. Yep. please can silence the screams of your feet if you hit the floor running deer. The world's still spinning, so we're not headed out. Nobody needs this on a day like this. I'm still, I can sweeten the deal. Hand on your wrist, my mouth right here. Better go, day gone. It's no time to cut. Don't make it better when you stay right here. The power's out, the lights are down, the roads are out, but the heat is on. The coffee's drunk, the calls are made. It's gonna be a long, slow day anyway. But if the power's back, we'll keep those lights turned down. The roads could still be out. It's gonna be a long, slow night anyhow. Sorry, I'm having a mushy mouth day. My mouth is... God knows what Facebook's captioning is making of all this. Is probably just like strings of syllables.
No, I picked that one because, our power went out the other night.
And that's actually where I got a little distracted in the middle of the song. I was like, hey, this just happened.
Yeah.
My brain should have gone to, what a wise wife my wife be that she chose that song. So this Sunday... I'm out running my open mic at Morse Burgers here in Catonsville, and I get a text from Kristen Jones that says, the power's out. And then our lights go out. And I'm like,
at Morse Burgers.
At Morse Burgers. And I'm like, how did she know that? But I don't have time to think about it just at that moment because I'm busy. Like, the lights have gone out. The bar is crazy dark. Like, I think they screwed up their emergency lights when they did some remodeling. And so everyone flings on their cell phone lights, which is kind of amazing. And the guy finishes his song. Well, we encourage him a little bit. We're like, no, man, finish the song, da-da-da. And he plays it acoustic, and it's beautiful. And I think I have just enough time to sort of say the next person who was going to do an electronic set, you're not up next. Let me find the next acoustic player. You're up next. Great. All wandering around my cell phone, like lights on. Find this next person, tell them they're up next. And then the lights spring back on. Well, no, the lights spring back to strobe.
Oh, that's fun. It's always fun when that happens unexpectedly.
Yeah, it resets to strobing, and the sound system, which is, of course, all electronic, reboots nicely. I was really impressed. Allen and Heath boards, don't fear their power outages. When they come back on, they do beautifully. And then I have time to think about, oh, shit, my wife is at home, and she's in the dark. And she's like, the lights are still out, the lights are still out. So I come driving home through eastern Catonsville, Frederick Road, and Catonsville's dark, completely dark. Morse Burgers is like the only thing that has lights on, which is nuts. And I'm driving back on Frederick Road, and maybe the gas station is up, and then the 7-Eleven is still lit. So I pull into the 7-Eleven figuring maybe I'll bring home some hot food or Cheetos or something like that. A nice treat, a darkness treat. And I get in there, and the two guys who are always working there on Sunday nights are like a comedy show. They're awesome. And so I wander in, and I'm picking in a couple of things, and I'm like, I'm so glad the lights are on here. And the guy's like, the lights never go out at 7-Eleven. And then his friend is like, yeah, we got a generator in the basement. And the first guy's like, we don't have a basement. And his friend is like, yeah, we do. That's where we turn people into soup. 7-Eleven. It's like a dream, but it's 7-Eleven. And I was like, okay, guys, I gotta go. And I come back home, and Kristen is there with thank you, Mom, for having given us all these little battery-powered candles for our wedding? At some point or another.
Yeah.
So we have all these battery-powered candles and a couple of real candles, and Kristen is sitting there in this orange flickering light, and it's beautiful, and the cat is all snuggled, and so I come home to this darkened, romantic, beautiful household, and step back out for a little bit in the cold. And of course, the moon is huge. We got skirling, whipping clouds scudding across the sky, and silver moonlight coming down. It's just so beautiful. And we should have like these moments of darkness in Baltimore City every once in a while. Stars were out. Orion was huge, and absolutely stunning night. Come back in, and didn't even think about the song.
Yeah. Well, and then the next morning, the power was still out, and it was freezing. We texted our friend who lives on the next street over that we know had power. We were like, can we come over? And they were like, we would say yes, but we have COVID. And then the power came back on, like, at that moment. So, yay. But yeah, crazy winds here Sunday night.
Absolutely nuts,
Tree
yeah.
fell down in the alley, knocked down some power lines. But everything is aight. Yes, they're a good investment. Yeah.
Many years ago, when I was just playing bass and I really didn't know what I was doing with my life, and I was dropping out of college and I didn't know what to do with my world. I was tired of art, but I wasn't a good enough musician to even think about that. I wanted to be a writer or something, I don't even know. I hopped a train and left the city. And in hindsight, trying to put together like how far I traveled, how long it was, and what route I took, I was probably in Laurel. And I got off the train and I met some random people. I just started talking to them and was explaining how I was having a hard time in college and I just needed to be away and I didn't know what I was going to do. And I didn't come with a plan, and they were like, "Do you need to crash with us?" And I was like, "Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing." So I went home with this wonderful family and stayed up all night playing my acoustic bass because that's what I'd done. It was the romantic ideal, right? Like you hop the train with your guitar, but I didn't have a guitar, I just had a bass. And I stay up all night playing the bass and to myself and thinking about what I'm going to do. I wake up the next morning and I have this beautiful little note on the refrigerator that's something along the lines of like, "Take whatever you need, good luck, I hope you'll be okay." And I get up and I lock the door behind me and I go find a phone and I call somebody and we eventually figure out where I am and they come pick me up. That's not actually anything to do with this song, but it was an idea that was in my head for a long time until I did write this song. And it was my first exposure to people just being kind to strangers. Are you going to New York with your guitar? Or are you going off alone? And are you meeting someone? Will you think of me when you get there? Do you think of me at all these days? This train will take me farther than I dare go. Just outside my head. 600 miles to there, it's a long drive by anyone's standards, and I cannot guarantee too many visits, and I cannot guarantee too many letters. And this station has 1,000 tracks, and we are separate paths now. Know that I am hard to love. I know that I ask for far too much. But we get what we ask for sometimes, and sometimes we miss the mark. We miss the mark. And I travel all over with my guitar, but I remain just a bit alone. Sometimes I meet someone I think of no one some days, but sometimes someone's just enough to sweetly fill my time. Sometimes even a dream's not enough. Sometimes even a dream is too late. I miss the mark. I miss the mark.
It's a song called "The Mark," MARC, Maryland Area Regional Commuter, which I have never been on.
Not as cheap as it used to be.
Yeah.
But nothing is.
Yeah. At least it's cheaper than Amtrak, just, going to New York or something. It's crazy.
Them all twisted now, everyone on Wallflower Stone. Are you and I were dangerous? We're covered in unknowns. But take them by the eyes like this, just to make them understand. I'm here for you and only you, darling, till I pass. There's nothing to be said, we're waiting. There's nothing to be said, we're standing proud. There's nothing to be said, we're watching what has passed. 'Cause none of this will last. Look at them all twisted now. I'm nesting in their skulls. Wrap and pick around me now, and pull and turn and shift. Wrap and pick around me, just to keep me from myself. Get Gordian and labyrinth like, and never let them cut it out. There's nothing to be said for growing up. There's nothing to be said for standing still. There's nothing to be said for waiting till you're asked. 'Cause none of this will last. Work the room and shine and cover them in lies. Just let them see the pies. There's something to be said for taking what is mine. 'Cause none of this can last. They're more silent now. They feast on what they're fed. None of them are sated yet. You know they learn to live with what they get. Well, sure, God will get their souls, and some spouse will get their flesh. The eyes and flare and flash and fire. Yeah, the dreamers get the best. There's something to be said for shutting up. There's something to be said for diving deep. There's something to be said for going very fast. 'Cause none of this can last. There's something to be said for shutting up. There's something to be said when diving deep. There's something to be said for going very fast. Because none of this can last. We have got to set your pans up. We have got to set your pans up. Woman pans in the corner. We set up another camera. We send you over there for 1 or 2 or maybe 3 songs. And you be all like, oh, you don't want to hear it, but it's what they sound like. Ring, 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 ring.
It'll be so much better than how that was just described. No, I should get my steel drums out. I play them on the album version of that song.
And I'm going through it, and I'm like, man, I wish I had a loop station. I do. And a bass, and I do. And then I'd set up the guitar loop, and I will. And then I would grab my bass off the wall, and I'd be like, and then you'd be like, ring-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding, and we'd be like this amazing 2-piece band playing all the instruments all at the same time. It'd be amazing. I don't actually think the loop station is a good idea at all, but it would be a lot of fun.
So Vaughn, funny story. Yeah, so it's, he's trying to get his wife to watch us on YouTube. She's kind of getting off Facebook. A lot of people are. So I just saw today, Facebook is, so we do these live streams on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch. On Facebook and YouTube, they stay archived. You can go back and watch 250 of them, except Facebook is now going to start deleting live videos that are older than 30 days. So they will still be on YouTube, but yeah, they're just going to delete your stuff. So.
Which, you know, that's a lot of data.
It is.
I'm not blaming them for doing it. And frankly, I download it all. I've got it all. If you're thinking to yourself...
We're not that concerned for our stuff, but...
Well, for others, if you don't have that archived in some way.
You know, we use a lot of electricity in this world keeping these data farms going, and, you know, if Facebook doesn't need all 250 of our live streams, that's okay.
And yet there are decisions that should be made. And I think if they had some sort of advanced cultural directive to make the world a better place as opposed to just jamming their blue likey buttons all up in thy ass. Wait, did you say your dad was going to tune in tonight? Oh, well.
Hi, Dad, if you're watching.
Meta, I think, would go through, paging through their petabytes of materials, and they would say unto the world, you know what? ilyAIMY deserves archival treatment. And they would say, these 250 shining examples of reaching out to the universe and being kind, except for when they're kind of bastards and loud and noisy, that should be preserved for all to hear. But Meta's not going to do that. YouTube will. And even when YouTube finally is like, you know what, we can't do it. Well, you know what? I've got a gigantic-ass hard drive where it all lives. So you guys can come over. We can have a really long viewing party. 250 layers, that's only 500 hours. We could hang out for...
How many days is that?
About 11 days straight of viewing pleasure.
We'll pry your eyeballs open and you can watch it. Yeah, anyway. Speaking of people on YouTube, hey, Mark H. Tycho. Yes, it's been a while. Man, we miss you. We need to hang out. Good to see you out there. Oh, and Honey Badgers, thank you so much. We should mention, yes, we have a new EP out on Bandcamp. Thank you for checking it out. It's called Let Us Show You How to End It, Volume 1. And yeah, it is up there if you have not grabbed it yet. And because you said nice things about us, I'll say nice things about you. I voted for your Best of Delaware
We're being transactional
thing today. We don't have to, we can, it's just love. It's just band love. But unfortunately, I can't tell other people where to go do that. Or it's like, it's on your Facebook page. That's how I found out about it. Vote for awesome bands. Yes.
Transactional love, yeah. Transactional love, I'm gonna give it to the badger. Oh. Transactional love, yeah, baby. Oh. I'm gonna give it to a badger. Oh, yeah. Gonna lift the tail. Nope, not gonna go there. And yeah, that's enough of that. Sorry.
But we digress. Huh. That's interesting, Katie. I did not know that, but it sounds like that might be changing because they will be deleting them after 30 days. So they claim. Yeah, I'm also surprised.
Since we use a third party thing, we never see that message.
True.
Yeah. But again, it's like that's fine.
At this point, I used to think, yes, I'd pay for like a better version of Facebook. At this point, no, I don't want to give them any money. Anyway, it's a good way to connect with y'all, so.
If I had to come up with my own video solution, that would definitely be a problem. We'd have to go back to begging you to come to real shows. Hey, you know what? We got some cool shows coming up. We'd like to beg you to come out to see them. But we don't have to go into that just at the moment. Okay. Once upon a time, the sun was bright, it all worked out. The ocean's rising, more space to swim. Far right in, it'll keep you fit. The ocean's rising, hey, one last time. I'd say it's fine. One last time. I'd say it's fine. Once upon a time, we didn't have to hide, so we built a wall. The ocean's rising, brick by brick, hand over hand, fist by fist. The ocean's rising, hey, one last time. I'd say it's fine. Hey, one last time. I'd say it's fine. Go to sleep, my little one, but don't dream big. Get married young, just don't have kids. Look both ways, but not ahead. There's no time to waste like your parents had. Hey, one last time. I'd say it's fine. Hey, one last time. I'd say it's fine.
Thank you. It's called Once Upon a Time. We would love to have you come to a show to Irene, but we would love even more to be able to come to you in Scotland. We'll make that happen one day.
Come, you masters of war. Come, you masters of war, you that build the big guns, you that build the big bombs, you that build the death planes, you that build the wall, you that hide behind desks. I want you to see, I see through your masks. You that never done nothing but build to destroy. Yeah, you hide from my room like it's your own little toy. You put a gun in my hand and then you hide from my eyes. You turn around when the first bullets fire. Like Judas of old, yeah, you lie and deceive. A world war could be won, yeah, you want me to believe this. But I see through your eyes and I see through your brain. Like I see through the water that runs down your drain. You fasten all the triggers for others to fire. Turn around as the death count gets higher. You hide in your mansion while young people's blood flows out of their bodies and into the mud. Come, you masters of war. You masters of war. You that's thrown the worst fear that could ever be hurled. Fear to bring children into this world. For threatening my babies unborn and unnamed. You ain't worth the blood that flows through your veins. And who am I that I will speak out of turn? You may think that I'm still young. You may think that I'm unlearned. Well, there's one thing I know. So I'm younger than you. Not even Jesus would forgive all that you do. Let me ask you one question. Was the money that good? Could it buy you forgiveness? Do you think that it should? And that thing is gold. I think that you'll find no, that money won't buy back your soul. And I hope that you die and your death will come soon. I'll follow your casket to the pale afternoon light. And I'll watch as you're lowered down to your deathbed. And I'll spit down on your grave and make sure that you're dead. Conceptually, I had not realized how well those two songs go together.
Huh. Yes. That was
They may back to back for the future for a while.
100% worshipful Bob Dylan cover.
I think his is more like, And I spit down on your grave. No, he doesn't even say spit. I look down on your grave.
He doesn't say spit in the
No.
original?
I changed
Okay.
it to spit recently. He also didn't say built the wall. I don't remember what his other item is. It's like death planes and death bombs or something. I don't remember what the other thing is. I take my liberties where I believe that I can.
So yeah, we mentioned that we do have some cool shows coming up. We sadly had to postpone our big show Monday with Earhart. One of their members is fairly under the weather, and we want to wait until everybody is able to do this show together. So we're hopefully going to do it in April or May. We're working out the date. So that's a bummer, but we've got a house concert in Bel Air, Maryland on March 8th. There's information on ilyAIMY.com about that. And then we're really excited March 12th, which is a Wednesday, so we won't be doing the Lair that night. We'll be at the Collective Encore in Columbia, Maryland. Really wonderful venue. You can go and have dinner. It's an actual music venue with amazing sound. Great place to see a show. It's fairly intimate room, but there's probably space if you know, unless we sell it out, which would be awesome. But you can go get your tickets for that. I'll pop the link up for that.
It's I think it's a $12.36 ticket. It's an odd number.
I bet there was, because it's an Eventbrite thing. I bet they were like, let's add on Eventbrite's fee, whatever that is. But no, it's very reasonable, under $15 to go see Quartet ilyAIMY.
And if you want to think way into the future and think about that reasonable $15, I shouldn't even bring this up because it's distracting, and even all the people that are going to be involved don't actually know that they're involved yet. So Rowan's birthday at the beginning of November,
Right.
we agreed that we would like to go back to Glen Echo and do another show, same format, $15, 2 to 5 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon. I think it's November 1st. I'm not sure about that. First Saturday in November. But he's like, but I want all my bands to play. And I'm like, So it's going to be ilyAIMY, Tin Spith, and Acacia Sears Band.
Oh, snap.
And there might even be an I.O. appearance.
Ooh.
So mostly that's all the same people, just mixing it up in different ways. But if you're thinking to yourself, maybe the first Saturday in November is the time I'm going to finally make it to the Americas, or Maryland. Well, that's plenty of time in theory. I don't think that our illustrious king will have burned the place to the ground by then. But,
not.
Who knows?
March 17th, I don't think we're doing anything then. It is a Monday. So, yeah, there will be virtual open mic. I think Vaughn it's his birthday, but I don't think we have anything ilyAIMY. We will just, I don't know, we'll spam your Facebook wall with happy birthdays.
Just because I know this is some of y'all's favorites, and this was a song I was looking forward to playing with Earhart, I am gonna play Everything Hurts. Doom scrolling is the best new word for the feeling, beating word to swords beyond F words and meaning. It's demeaning. All this talk of babies and God who faked it in the manger, who saved who was wrong. The feeding that temples and starving our minds, keeping us angry and separate and whining. Ignoring the truth is just the American way. I'm trying to live to the end of the day. I don't hate you, I just hurt. Convenience store shopping on my wallet could stomach, and for years all my peers moved on with their lives without no particular order. Scream, get divorced, get old, and get bitter. When I always thought that a chorus was cheating. Just say it again and again and again. Well, maybe that's what I said. It could be repeating. Just shut up and move on. Move out and quit breathing. I don't hate you, I just hurt. I don't hate you, I just hurt. Terrible sense of the safety within. Pull the handle, eject. Cause none of us win, and on days like this, I won't even mind. I don't hate you, we're just two of a kind. Spinning around with the infinite sky, a dangerous flight. From a dangerous guy, you've made your point, and your anger keeps winning. But violent ends come from violent living. I don't think this one is wrapping up happy. I'm writing it quick and I'm keeping it true. I try to write my songs with positive endings, but I'm singing this one more for me than for you. I don't hate you, I just hurt. 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 A terrible sense of the safety without. Pull the strap tighter so no one gets out. And on days like this, I know it can't work. I don't hate you, but everything hurts. Thanks, everybody.
That song is going to be so good with Earhart when we finally play it. Whenever that's going to be.
Honey badgers, don't be pedantic. It is an unusual number. Unusual.
813.
Honey badgers, I didn't. They contacted me out of the blue. Yeah, 813. They contacted me out of the blue. The J&J House concert did, and it wasn't without. House concerts contact you sometimes, and you don't know who they are, and it can be a little weird. Because when it comes down to it, they're enticing you to come play music in their home, and if you don't know them in advance, or they can't say where they saw you because they couldn't. It can be a sort of a weird interaction. But because you guys were on their roster, I was like, no, that's got to be a class place, so thank you.
Yep. Honey Badger seal of approval.
That's right.
Yep.
Did you see Gilno in there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello, Liam. There it is.
Hey,
There
Liam.
it is.
If there's anything you want to hear, I feel like it's nice to have you in our time zone finally. I know it's been a little while, but I feel like you're always running like you're crazy anyways. I hope that you're staying warm. You're north, hanging in there.
Yes.
There was some place I was going to go with my storytelling, and it is gone. It has eluded me. Last night, I was running my open mic, And I guess because I've been away from the open mics for about 2.5 weeks with your dad's stuff and with weather and whatever else, I was feeling a little bit mushy. And there was a woman in the audience who hadn't seen me in this context before. She had only worked with me as part of the Let's Duet, the duet thing that C. Griffin runs in Washington, D.C. He's planning on bringing it to Baltimore soon, by the way. I'd worked with her on that, and she'd never seen me like perform or exist or like, you know, I'd been telling her about this community thing that I do, and she had no idea what it was. She came in. And I think I got a little mushy at the beginning of the night. Like I was basically thinking about basically how important, in my opinion, open mics, local open mics can be. And there were a couple of different things that were swirling around in my head, that were running around in my head at the time. One was just this memory of having toured so much and meeting up with other communities across the country through open mics, which, Liam, I think is where we encountered you for the first time, was probably an open mic in Putnam, or maybe you just happened to be at the Victoria Station Cafe, I don't remember. But we meet so many people through these open mics. And they're really gorgeous things. And trying to keep something running like that at home has always been really important to me. And I had a couple people come up to me and be like, you know, oh my goodness, thank you so much. I moved here from Missouri as a black man, and then I moved to the Eastern Shore, and that was not terribly different from Missouri. And I didn't feel at home until I started coming to your open mics. And by at home in a way that he had never been at home in Missouri. Neither here nor there. All sorts of different things. Just making a comfortable space for people, and I think that's important. That's part of my own personal little war.
The space in Hamden,
Oh,
Connecticut.
nice. That was a
Yep.
very joyful
Is that place still around?
I don't know, but he, the owner, who may or may not still be the owner if the space still exists, I don't know. I feel like he had the outer space for a little while, and there was a couple different things going on. Neither here nor there. Anyway, so I got a little mushy about just these spaces that we were creating for others. And some people came up and was like, actually, you know, if you ever doubt that you're doing a good job, thank you. And then there was a woman specifically who had talked about how she hadn't been performing since the election. And I got a little high horsey, I guess. High horsey artsy. I rode my high arts horse and talked to her about our responsibility as artists, about, like, you know, making sure that if there are people that are plugged into your music and think that it's important and need to hear your voice, we kind of have a responsibility to put it out there in some form, some shape or another. And she's like, yeah, I've just been hunkered since October even. And so if you are performers or singer-songwriters or anything and you've been thinking twice about going out and playing, man, just go play. You'll make a difference for somebody.
So while Rob was doing that last night, I was watching a movie from the 80s that I've been curious about for a long time. Somehow I'd never seen it. And finally, it's on Tubi. Crossroads.
Good segue, actually.
Starring Ralph Macchio as a classical guitar student who really wants to be a blues man and hooks up with this old black blues man, and they go to Mississippi on this adventure to, like, find the lost song of Robert Johnson. And there were some venues there that were not very welcoming to others, outsiders, and it, you know, I mean, it's a fictional story, but it made me think, Rob's open mics could show them a thing or two.
Thank you, dear.
I think we should watch that after this. I'm going to make you watch it again.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Tubi.
Yeah. I had a really fantastic time in Mississippi, actually, after one of our gigs on Route 66 or something like that. I don't remember. It was a Route 66 coffee house, I think it was called. And the owner of the place took us in that night. Creepy house, big Victorian house, lots of mannequins everywhere, which was upsetting. But he and I stayed up in his kitchen listening to old blues records till 3 or 4 or 5 in the morning. Just stuff I'd never really heard before. And passionate playing in a way that I really admire and love. But hadn't been exposed to. So good. Yeah, we're going to watch that.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
Really is. Music by Ry Cooder, and there's this whole battle with Steve Vai at the end. It's good. Ralph Macchio actually has guitar skills. It's pretty impressive. One of my favorite snarky pastimes is to watch movies where the actors are trying to play an instrument and ragging on them, but
Yeah, it's not your best look. No, I love it too. Oh man, catty times with my wife. And I ain't talking.
we don't
Prince.
talk about the living daylights and the cellists.
But you played that cello now.
I played that cello though.
But I know I should not leave. That girl has caught me by the collar. It's all what a kiss could mean. It's departure with a promise. My fellow passengers are discontent. The FAA has much to say. It's too much baggage anyway. Hold me out of line and have your way with me and throw me back again. I am no danger after all. What you get for looking out of place and seeming, well, hell, lost so excited before dawn. And if I look like something other than I am, I can't bitch about delays. But I know I should not leave. That girl has got me with her, je ne sais quoi, but I know well, what one can mean. Gonna be a long, hard departure. A harder landing, still the pilot has apologies. I can't hear him for the racing of my heart. They near lynched me on the plane for speaking out of turn. I think I must have muttered something about God. But who could blame me now? As the light exploded around, it's what you get for flying late for dawn. And if I look like something other than I am, I can't bitch about delays. Day is coming once again and people sit in rage. I haven't cared in years to what they think. Fingers crawl upon the clocks as they try and stretch the time with surgery and perjury and God. And I'm so sorry, sweetness, but I booked this years ago and I'm leaving in the morning for my flight. I got too much on my mind and now there's someone on my lips. You must be crazy to be ready for my life. Whoa. Hey, hey, hi, hey, hey, give me a late. Whoa. Hey, hey, hi, hey, hey, to be late. To leave, 'cause something caught me by the conscience. Did I fall in 90 where I'm going? Yeah. Oh, Christmas won't find Texas. I'm back home. I hear it's snowing. Give me back the trains. Those DCs take their toll on me. I swear to you that I won't make a fuss. Clinging beasts of steel and concrete. Did you feel the want of it for me? Yeah, I know you felt the heat. If I seem like something other than I am, won't you please excuse the dust and pardon all my mess? Trains, they are like planes, they will let me board regardless of the fireworks exploding in my chest. Hold me in the station, I'm no danger after all. They kiss me like it's snowing and they won't let us take off. I'm talking trusting slow and sweet. Well, I won't bitch about delays.
Thank you. A slight departure. I guess we'll make the intermittent announcement that you can support the evening financially if you desire and have the resources at paypal.me/ilyAIMY or Venmo at ilyAIMY. Our, gigs out in the world in the last couple months have been fewer and far between, so, it helps us out.
Are you feeling it, dear?
I am feeling it, yeah. but we're okay, but it's a slower time of year. You can also go to ilyAIMY.bandcamp.com and purchase the new EP for only $5,
Just $5.
you can pay more if you want.
Well, I guess it's a good thing they needed to identify stuff in their closet at the Sandy Spring Museum. Because it's income.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a job.
Money. Yeah, we got a lot of friends who are losing their jobs right now, and it's the shit. Not in the good way.
Good type.
Not
of
the good shit. It's
shit.
just feces.
Hey, thank you, Eric. Setting an example.
Speaking of old blues songs. If it keeps on raining, levee's gonna break. If it keeps on raining, levee's gonna break. If the levee breaks, I have no place to stay. Me no levee taught me to weep and moan. Me no levee taught me to weep and moan. God, what it take to make a mountain man leave his home, leave his home, leave his home, leave his home, yeah. Don't wanna make you feel sad, trying to make your way home, you don't know which way to go. If you're going down south, they got no work for you if you don't know about Chicago. Oh, 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 yeah. Crying won't help you, praying won't do you no good. Crying won't help you, praying won't do you no good. Levee breaks, mama, you got to move. Gotta move, gotta move, gotta move. All last night I sat on the levee and moaned. All last night I sat on the levee and moaned. Think about my baby and my happy home. Take it home, take it home, take it home. Don't make you feel sad when you're trying to make your way home. You don't know which way to go. If you're going down south, they got no work for you if you don't know about Chicago. Oh, 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 oh. can't take you. I'm sorry, but I can't take you. I'm sorry, but I can't take you. I'm going down, I'm going downtown, I'm going down, I'm going down now, I'm going down, I'm going down now, I'm going down, yeah. I was an ilyAIMY cover of a Perfect Circle cover of a Led Zeppelin cover of an old blues song. That I may or may not have once heard in Mississippi on an old record.
Thanks. Yeah, we hear you all. It's a crazy, crazy time. I don't even know. I don't know what to say. I'm just playing.
And I'm very grateful for those friends of ours that are going out and protesting or marching. I don't have a firm answer as to why I'm not in DC. Why I wasn't in DC on Monday doing that. Other than I feel like my place is making sure we've got a place to sing about it. It doesn't mean I can't do both.
Yeah, that's gotten a little better, Vaughn, but it still happens occasionally. He's got backup guitars right here. On a gig, it's a little trickier.
This because I screwed it up so badly last night.
Okay. Oh, that's good. Good to hear. There was a good crowd in Annapolis Monday for protests.
Talking to women who were part of the protests in the 60s, and there is an edge to them sometimes where they're like, people today don't know what it really means, and it gets close to kids today commentary, but there is a very different way of them of looking at the way they talk about how, like, oh well, people go out and march today and they think that's the revolutionary. We had to deal with rubber bullets and fire hoses. And I feel like, no. The reason you got to bring this up is to remind people how bad it can be, how bad it has been, and how bad it can be. Or our friends who come in from China who were just, had their parents shot, or other ways that we deal with protest in nations. Scratching has been getting me nowhere. All this rubbing has been getting me high. Well, thick skin blisters and the blister is bled. No one is listening, so no one is fed up. Finger finds purchase and the paw's gotta dig. Settle down deep to all you see is what you did. I gotta have an allergy to the world today. It's the only way to explicate what's been crossing my head. Mile by mile we march, man by man we conquer. Rabbit army rises, raging armor. Bow, 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 we march. Man by man, we conquer. Rabbit army rises, raging armor. All the scratching has been where all the scratching is just a little rabbit cough. Well, thick skin blisters and the blister is soft. Digging hardens falls and the feeling falls right off. Well, Donald taught me I love everything that it ought to. Donald from his vision most efficiently. I gotta have an allergy to feeling anything at all today. I gotta have a thick skin, thick skin, thick skin, thick, thick, thick. Well, mile by mile we march, man by man we conquer. Rabbit army rises, raging armor. Mile by mile we march, man by man we conquer. Rabbit army rises, raging armor. Someone was whining about the price of gas today. Someone was whining about their twin SUVs yesterday. Well, I'm from a 9/11. Someone caught solidarity. Gave love, gave blood, gave cash, gave thanks. I'm from a 923. Suffering back to normalcy. He blamed Hussein, the gays and the gas tax. Wait, that makes sense to me now. This bitching has been getting me nowhere. All this throbbing has been getting me high. Well, it shouldn't be coming as any great thing. My thick skin is thinning, yeah, the blisters bleed. Breaking me down, that's destined swiftly. Breaking me in, that could take some time. Breaking out somewhere, well, that's what I've been thinking. Killing them quickly, never crossed my mind. Mile by mile we march, man by man we conquer. Rabbit army rises, a raging armor. Mile by mile we march, man by man we conquer. Rabbit army rises, a raging armor.
All right.
Oh, no.
It is a momentous occasion, everybody. My dad has entered the chat on YouTube. Hi, Dad. Everybody say hi to my dad. Thank you. Oh, he's saying very nice things about us.
Aww.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And more momentous, his first chat.
Yes. Yes. This is our little community here on our live streams.
Yeah.
So welcome.
So we got our friends from Ohio, we got our friends from Virginia, we got our friends from North Carolina here, we got friends from Delaware tuned in, people all across the country, up in, we got Scotland and Canada in the house.
Yep.
And that's just cool. And so, okay, I'm glad this is happening. And why I'm glad this is happening is because we just helped Bill move all the way up here from Georgia, moved him up to Ellicott City, and just, I think our first meal together, we go into the place and we're being seated. And as we enter, these two women right at the front of the dining arena, of the dining area, were like, "Are you ilyAIMY? Are you guys ilyAIMY?" And they're excited to see us. And I'm like, it's happening. I finally get to have a moment where fans are saying hello in front of my father-in-law, letting my dear wife's father know that we are actually known in our musical community and we have fans. And I turn around and Bill is talking to the server. And I'm like, no! And I try to explain, did you see that? They knew us. Oh man, it was my moment to be cool. And it passed by us. Yeah. So we've got our friends from Connecticut in the stream and everything like that. It'll
happen again, yes. We're being congratulated on the safe piano move. We told some people the story. Yep, the piano is safely in the apartment. And
Do you need to play something classical-ish for a sec? Name the composer.
I could.
Can I tease you about this stuff?
Dad, we've been talking about you online.
Yeah, we talk about our experiences in life.
Yes. I was very anxious about the piano, and I was telling people the story.
Did we get the piano moved on a Wednesday?
Yeah, it was on a Wednesday.
So it was like we came home and we were in this glow of triumph.
I don't know. Okay. This is a special moment. I feel like I should play something for my dad, but I have to find it. I have to find it. Let's see.
I want to thank you all for tuning in. We are here every Wednesday, live from the Lair. This is Live from the Lair 250. We have been doing this for roughly 250 weeks, coming down into our basement and playing music for you on Wednesday nights. Thank you very much. For those of you who have just stumbled across us, we are ilyAIMY. It stands for I Love You and I Miss You. And we're playing to you from a basement in Baltimore, Maryland, in the United States. And if you want to throw something in the paypal.me/ilyAIMY or Venmo ilyAIMY, that's always welcome. But mostly, we're just glad you're here. Well, Kristen, you found the thing?
Yes. I'll play a little Bach for you.
Excuse me.
It's harder on the electric cello than the acoustic. But yeah, that's from a Bach cello suite. All right, that's my interlude. You're welcome, Dad. All right, what do we have? What do we have that's dad friendly? No, it doesn't have to be dad friendly.
I just broke something, that's all.
Ooh. Thank you, Mark. Is that one of the ones you and I did some Bach suites with taiko and cello? Yeah.
Whoa.
On that day that was like 103 degrees,
Yeah.
and the rubber on their shoes like fused to the pavement.
That's crazy. I missed your part of this last night. The snow came fast. After all the lies and tired skies, she sent poetry and ice, and all the while it blocks the roads and drives me crazy. Not fast enough. We'll sit and slip and skid and slide and taste me in your mouth. Don't think too much. It'll drive you crazy. Snow won't stop and vanish. Let's lead upon the flame. You know we're reflex and we're passion, though we're trying to stay away. And how much will all this burn me? When you're tired of your games, you drive me crazy. Lay down all your arms and show those marks upon your back. Lay down, cross your arms and hide your scars from me and laugh. We're shoving static at each other, we're mutilating facts, but the weather looks so good when you pass. Wait, just wait, and you're home for me. We'll burn it down for the noise and all its beauty, just to see if you're beautiful when angry. I think you are. Give me time. I'll be leaving in the sun when the roads are clear. It's so easy to pretend I never feared you, and I'll lie and say we're fine. Well, give me space. It's not a complicated question. I've done money in this engine and dreams upon your fire. Let it burn. And let them say it's crazy. Wait, please wait. And you leave your home with me. We'll burn it down. For the noise and all its beauty, burn it down. Because you're beautiful when angry, I think you are. But I drive you crazy. Wait, please wait, and keep your home from me. We'll burn it down for the noise and all its beauty. Burn it down. Cause you're beautiful when angry, I think you are. Deep in your eyes, a kind of pale jewel, open and closed within your eyes. I'll place the skies within your eyes. There's such a fooled heart, beating so fast in search of new dreams. Love that will last within your heart. I'll place the moon within your heart. Pain sweeps sense to you. Every thrill is gone, it wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, down, as the world falls down. Falling in love. As the pain sweeps through, it makes no sense to you. Every thrill is gone, it wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, down, as the world falls down. Falling in love. I spend you mornings of golden Valentine evenings, though we're strangers till now. I'm leading the path between the stars. I don't leave my love between the stars. As the pain sweeps through, it makes no sense to you. Every thrill is gone, it wasn't too much fun at all. But I'll be there for you as the world falls down, down, as the world falls down. Falling in love as the world falls down, down. It makes no sense at all. Falling in love.
So it was our song Trouble mixed into David Bowie song from Labyrinth. Thank you.
Yeah, I'd wanted to do that mashup for my birthday show when you all were up here, and we just didn't have the time for it. And so we just put in the Labyrinth song, and I really liked playing that for you, but I thought I remembered you'd like In Trouble too, so wanted to make sure we played that.
Yeah, we cut several things from that set, but it all worked out.
All right. Is that okay?
Yes. What key of fierce?
B?
Okay. We're going to switch instruments to the acoustic baritone.
Because I'm done being deep in my head about yes, Bill, sometimes I slow down.
Yeah, that was a fun show. Again, we're going to be back at that venue November 1st for Rowan's 50th birthday with all of Rowan's bands. ilyAIMY, Tinsmith, Acacia Sears Band, and possibly IO,
Yeah, so for
which
that
is
night,
also the Acacia Sears
we'll
Band.
we'll all be our own damn guest stars. So.
Yeah.
exercise and just how much I can sympathize with the fallacy of compromise and knowing when to duck. Who's in, who's out? You gotta learn just when to bail out. This year has been the exercise, and I'm all worn out. I wish there was a pill. Take it quick and never feel ill. Fall in line, try to swallow too and never read the bill. I wish there was a pill. Take it quick and never question it. It's the medicine man. It's the cure for being an American. This year has been an exercise, but it's better than a diet. Obsessing over something science, swearing everyone's a liar. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. You gotta know what it is and what it's all about. This year has been the exercise, and I'm all worn out. I wish there was a pill. Take it quick and never feel ill. Fall in line, try to swallow too and never read the bill. I wish there was a pill. Take it quick and never question it. It's the medicine man. It's the cure for being an American. We used to say, I don't care what you look like, I don't care what you make. We used to say, I don't hate the player, I sure just hate the game. We used to say, I don't care where you came from, I just care why you came, yeah. But today, somehow a brave new world has seen a brand new day. So be careful what you say, and take this pill. Take it quick and never feel ill, and click to sign. Try swallow too and never read between the lines. Take this pill. Take it quick and never question shit. It's the medicine man. But how is this American? Exercise and just how much I should exercise my willingness to empathize with anything around me. Get out, get out, get out, get out. You gotta know that you failed now. This year has been the exercise, and I'm so much stronger now. We need a pill, something saccharine to never feel ill. I'm feeling fine. You gotta learn to read between those lines. We need a pill. Just take the poison in, but always question it. Take your medicine, man. We're gonna be the brand new Americans. We need a pill. Something saccharine to never feel ill. I'm feeling fine. You gotta learn to read between those lines. We need a pill. Just take the poison in, but always question it. Take your medicine, man. We're gonna be the brand new Americans, yeah. Klatu barada niktu unto thee. know that's not what that was meant there, but it amuses me.
Yeah, so that show we were talking, November 1st, hopefully the weather will be better, but it's Maryland, so you never know. Colleen, it would be great to have you come down again. Thank you for making the trip.
With this much time and thinking this far in ahead, are we supposed to like schedule like a big ass sleepover of some sort? Like we should like rent
in the bumper car pavilion next door.
Oh,
it might be a little cold.
I think the insurance wouldn't work for that, but
yeah.
I don't know. Maybe there's an ilyAIMY house we can rent or something. Make a freaking all-night birthday party for Rowan Corbett. Sleepover, pajamas. That's not a sleepover. That's a rave. All-night birthday rave. Booza, 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 booza.
Get those ideas going.
Juices
we got
flowing.
Some months to plan. I don't know. Are we 50-year-olds up for the Rager sleepovers?
He won't turn 50 for another week because that's a little ahead of his birthday.
Yeah.
So actually, he's got no excuse.
Okay.
Right? 49-year-old is the year. 49-year-olds party all night.
One of the 2 times, I think I've only been to College Perk 2 times, and one of them was for Rowan's 30th birthday party.
What?
Yeah.
Nice. I don't know whose party it was, or if it was just a random Christmas party, the night that me and Rowan met. And I was invited back to their place for pie, blueberry pie, delicious blueberry pie. Oh, and it was before I really drank, before I drank anything at any point. And now that I remember, that was a dark, hard night because John McLaughlin, their Bowen player, and the guy who reintroduced me to Ebo, had made, flip. This is a terrible memory that's come flooding back to me. It was such a good time. We had so much blueberry pie, and we also had so much chocolate chips dissolved in vodka in gallon milk jugs. And I think I didn't know what I was drinking at the time.
Debbie's hosting.
Okay, that's good to know. But we're gonna still have the show at Glen Echo, and then I guess we all go to Debbie's.
Yep. Okay, Jillian wants to know if it's snowing. Well, let me go check. I think you guys are getting it down south, and we're not. But let me go check. Nope, it's just really cold. Just very cold.
It was snowing pretty briskly when I went to the museum earlier today.
Okay.
But it
That's
filtered
south
out
of
eventually.
us.
Yeah.
So. We dodged this one. Well, do you think we have time for one more or so?
Yeah, if it's going to be one more, I'm not going to play the song that I was going to play.
Okay.
Yeah, that is not the song I would choose to end with.
So thank you for joining us for Live from the Lair.
Live from the Lair, 250.
Number 250. I feel like at some point we have another guest. I don't know if it's next week.
I had invited Safety Bear, but I just waved him off because I felt like we were just having a little bit too crazy of a time in our lives right now.
Okay.
Safety Bear is a really cool electronica artist, and playing with him is going to take a little bit more thought, and I hadn't been putting the thought in.
Okay. All right.
So you're lucky. Like last night at the open mic, I was feeling that kind of like I miss having guests. I miss having guests in the Lair, and we haven't had one in a little while. And I even asked Jules what he was doing tonight, but fortunately for you, I guess. No,
it's fine.
It's Jules too.
Bring him on over.
Jules is playing tonight in Rockville.
Okay. Yep. Thank you so much, Dad. I got it from you.
Is that all right?
Yep. All right, now Rob's going to play a song that he wrote about me. This will be our last song for tonight.
I know there were a lot of you who were out on my birthday show, and I kind of heard a little bit about it, that we did not play this song. So here it is.
There's so many songs to play.
My woman, she likes to tug on my beard. She says it helps keep a handle on me. And I can see that as long as she's gentle, I am a delicate thing. I only like the rough and tumble when it's time to come and level up for the occasion. So I'd say that when I need some direction, my woman, she can tug hard on my beard. So I say to myself, how'd I get so lucky? And my friends, they all say, man, how'd you get so lucky? Well, with life, I kissed the dice, and I rolled a natural 20. The timing on that one was for Mark. My woman, she likes to drive. My woman, she likes the sci-fi. My woman drove us on 695 and down 29 to see Star Wars 8 or 9 times. But my woman, she's got her rage. She's got opinions on lanes and Ray and Porgs. We blasted past soccer moms and swerving husbands, and we were screaming, that's not how the Force works. And I say to myself, how'd I get so lucky? My friends, they all say, man, how'd you get so lucky? Well, with life, I kissed the dice, and I rolled a natural 20. My woman, she's independent, kind of worried about singing my woman when she finally hears this. She's either gonna love it or she's gonna hate it. And if she hates it, no one else will ever hear this. Maybe if I gave her a solo. Not one with those pits parts that she hates, one with her bow. Oh. So by way of preemptive apology for accepted song forms with possessive terminology, here we go with Kristen Jones on the electric cello. Les Claypool comes in from the next room and he's like, oh, that was magnificent.
Good Les Claypool voice.
Thank you. That's good. My woman, she just likes board games. No RPGs, no PC games, no TV sports, no psychodrama. Well, Scrabble, yes, paranoia, no. She don't even care about Fallout, foe. You just don't play those games. So I say to myself, how'd I get so lucky? And my friends, they all say, man, how'd you get so lucky? Round with life, I kissed the dice, and I rolled a natural 20. I rolled a natural 20.
All right. I think that concludes.
I'm just thinking, like, my love of Star Wars, of course, goes back to my very, very, very young days. It's my first cognizant memory of Star Wars, and oh, my poor parents trying to explain to me the difference between classical music and the Star Wars theme, and how they weren't the same.
I mean, it's orchestral.
It's orchestral, yeah. I didn't understand for a long time. I was like, it's got strings and trumpets. It's the same thing, right? Star Wars is like Bach. Anywho, thank you so very much for tuning in. We do this every Wednesday night. We'll be back next week for Live from the Lair 251, and maybe we'll have a guest star. Who knows? Oh, here's your solo.
Rob's got to highlight the solo. Stay tuned. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh.
Oh, it's terrible. Oh no. Solo. There's your solo right there. Sorry, I broke the flow of everything. What I meant to say was thank you so much for tuning in. We do this every Wednesday night. And ilyAIMY, we love you and we miss you. I love you and I miss you. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you have a good night and have a safe week and take care of each other, because people in power have demonstrated they won't. So, look to your brothers, sisters, friends, and lovers.
It's up to us. It's up to us, y'all. We love you, and we'll see you next week.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Can I beatbox in front of your dad?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay.
So,
Perfect.
I don't know the whole thing.
Cha-cha-cha.
Okay.